the Ministerial Declaration is adopted. Thank you. It is so decided.
ECOSOC adopted the draft Ministerial Declaration of its 2012 high-level segment by consensus on Tuesday, successfully closing week-long deliberations on promoting productive capacity, employment, and decent work to eradicate poverty by means of inclusive, sustainable, and equitable economic growth, for achieving the internationally agreed-upon UN Millennium Development Goals by 2015 and beyond.
The strong Ministerial Declaration adopted by ECOSOC, taking into account the views expressed and I have heard, has delivered timely guidance on how to galvanize concerted global actions for jobs. We now have a powerful international jobs roadmap, one reaffirming the world's commitment to ending poverty and achieving Millennium Development Goals.
I think that the adoption of the declaration and it went throughout as a thread throughout the whole high-level segment shows the wisdom of international community and the member states of ECOSOC about the necessity of involvement of United Nations, particularly ECOSOC, into the global problems, and in this particular year, trying to give a recommendation for solutions on jobs creation, employment, and productive capacity for eradication of the poverty.
Some member states, including the Group of 77 in China and the European Union, had some reservations or wishes surrounding the text, derailing Monday's scheduled closing. Some concerns editorial in nature and others of political importance. But member states managed to come to agreement on critical international issues by Tuesday afternoon, reflecting ECOSOC President Milos Kotrik's sentiments that unemployment is the biggest challenge of our time, he said, underlying how important it is to put our act together, he told member states.
ECOSOC needs to be strengthened. Based on the discussions we had throughout the high-level segment, we see a very good window of opportunity. There is a strong mandate from Rio +20 conference. We would like to work on throughout the next part of this year, including in cooperation with the General Assembly, on giving ECOSOC the role it needs in the global dealing with economic and social affairs.
With 205 million people currently unemployed across the globe, ECOSOC's high-level segment, which included its annual ministerial review, brought in more than 500 delegates to UN headquarters to focus on how to stimulate full employment and decent job creation in developing and developed nations alike. After a week of rigorous discussions and negotiations, this concludes our special coverage of ECOSOC's 2012 high-level segment. And as was called for at Rio +20, now is time for implementation and action. For South News, I'm Afaf Kanja reporting from the United Nations, ECOSOC.